So hey guys, I was trying to do another shaker card and I realized after 1 hour of filming that it will be too big for just one movie, and because in this one I just wanted to show you how to basically make the shaker, I decided to post two videos, one in which I show you how to make this beautiful tag, which will be the background for my shaker, because you can put a shaker on a tag, like why not? And I'm gonna post some links to the video for how to make this tag, and now it's sped up like 500% and so on, and then I'm gonna also post a link on how to make the main image for this shaker, which is a really nice kitty cat. So please, if you'd like to see how to make these ones in detail, go ahead and watch those videos, very soon I will start showing you how to make the actual shaker. And the reason for this shaker card is because I saw a lot of firms coming out now with shaker kind of forms, like shaker stars, shaker in the form of a tree and all kind of stuff, and I really wanted to buy them. And then of course I put them in my shopping cart, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy them. And then my husband came, and as always he asked me, he's like, do you really need that, or can't you just make your own? And of course he's always right, because you can always make your own. I mean, why not? So I challenged myself, to make my own shaker, and I had this idea, and because it's like almost 1 month to Halloween, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this Halloweeny kind of stuff, and I'm gonna have a tag, and with a kitty cat that is flying by, and the shaker is going to be in the shape of a moon. Why not? Just because I love moons. And I thought, like, okay, how am I going to do this? So I took some circle dies. I guess everybody has circle dies, right? And I started die cutting. So you need two separate pieces of papers. One is more like yellow, because that's how the moon. One is gonna be on the back of the shaker, so I chose this kind of dark greenish kind of color, and you're gonna just cut the circles. That's pretty easy so far, right? So we're gonna do moon. You could do the moon just as a round, but I actually want to do a half moon, so I'll show you how to do a half moon shaker. The third circle I'm going to cut is the acetate. So I have a piece of acetate, and I cut just a circle. I think this is the largest circle I have from the Spellbinder circle set, and so I have 2 pieces of paper and 1 acetate. And now to make the other part of the shaker, I put the 2 papers together, the green and the yellow, and I slide it slightly, my circle die, so that it will cut half of the circle, and this way I actually have a half moon. Pretty easy, right? I mean, I think it goes quite good. The fact that I put 2 papers one behind the other means that I have to cut it twice to my cutter block, otherwise it doesn't go through. So I have half moon, and now I'm just going to line up on my acetate circle the remaining part that I didn't take out of my die. So I make sure that the acetate window for my shaker will be the same size as my other moons. So I think so far making a moon shaped shaker is going quite good, and I think everybody can do it. What I decided to do is, I had this Cutterbug spiderweb kind of embossing folder, and I decided that the backing of the shaker, I wanted to have a spiderweb embossed, because it will look so cool. I mean, Halloweeny and cool and creepy and everything. So yay. This is how it's going to be. And I think I'm done actually with die cutting so far. Now what I need to do out of the yellow part is to actually cut a window from which you can see the shaky parts inside. And to do that, I take as a template a smaller circle from my circle die, so the next best circle, and I use that one to draw a rounded line. And then I'm gonna use the original bigger circle, sorry, I cannot speak anymore. So the original shape that I cut, and I cut the other line. I'm making marks with my pencil. And then I'm just gonna go with an X-Acto knife, and it goes really fast and really easy. And I'm gonna cut my window. So, I mean, how cool is that? You make your own shaker. I would urge you to try out, make a star. Why not? Just draw it out and see how it goes. Make trees, make other shapes, like whatever shape you want. Why not? Yeah, I will give everybody the same question as my husband gives me whenever I want to buy something, just because I want to buy something. Like, can't you just make it yourself? So sure, you can make everything yourself. Now what I'm doing is I'm putting some adhesive all along, just some regular adhesive all along the back of that moon, and I'm going to adhere my acetate. Of course, I actually wanted to give a nice spider web appearance to the moon, and I should have done that before I adhered my acetate, but never fear, because you can still fix that since you have the missing piece of the window there. You can just mask it off, and you'll see in a minute how I do this. I have a problem with all the adhesive. Sometimes it's very hard to clean, so I'm just lining up. So here is my window with the acetate. Pretty easy so far. I'm just gonna slide that little piece that I cut off in, because I wanted to use the embossing folder as a stamp, because I don't have really this big of a spider stamp. So I just use the embossing folder. I put some VersaFine black ink there, and I'm just gonna press my piece on it. So this kind of works like a stamp. Okay, it might not be an even coverage, but still it gives it a nice, really nice spider web effect. So now I have the two pieces for my shaker, any basic shaker, and all I need to do is now assemble my tag. So I'm grabbing some foam that is like a 3D foam, and I'm using this one because it will be much easier than actually using foam dots, because then it will take forever if you put foam dots. But if you use this kind of foam from any firm whatsoever, it's flexible enough that you can bend it around the shape. So you can bend it around a circle, and that goes really fast when you want to make a shaker, because I think sometimes that's the part that takes the longest, putting the foam in and removing all the backing sheets and everything in. Because I'm making a shaker, what I learned so far is that it's much better if you would use 2 layers, so that you have all that nice goodies stuff inside shaking properly and not being too close to the edges. So you can very easily put 2 layers of this foam, and you cut the ends. Excuse my mess on the table. I'm very messy crafter. Have my table full of stuff. And now what I'm doing is I'm putting lots and lots of powder on the edges of the foam, because I don't want any of my sequins to actually stick inside. And you know, this is a very important step that I would say do not miss that, because otherwise with time your sequins will surely stick inside. And you can just test it with your hand to see if it's still sticky. This is kind of Halloweeny, so the only kind of Halloweeny so far sequins I had was some black ones and some really nice yellow ones. So I'm going to do it in reverse. I'm just going to adhere the moon there, and I didn't press it very good, so 2 of the sequins escape, but it doesn't really matter. Now if you by any chance have some sequins that got stuck there when I pressed it down, you just can put some pincers in and push them out, so that works so far. Now the only thing that is left is just to assemble the card. I'm just gonna put the shaker on the side, and then I'm going to put my little flying guy, you know, kind of on top of the moon there, with 2 layers. This I had really fun making this, and it's always fun to, you know, get challenged sometimes. I mean, if there's something that you can make yourself, why not first trying to make it yourself and then think, do I actually need this? I mean, I know it's nice. I have to agree, it's nice when you buy stuff. I always buy stuff, but sometimes I have to stick within a budget, and I have to really hold myself, because otherwise I would buy everything. So this is also something that for me it took almost an hour to make, and that's why I cut this video, and that's why I urge you to watch the other video in which I actually made a tag and colored in the little kitty cat, because that took me about half of the time of making this tag. So let's say just the shaker and the assembly took half an hour, and coloring in the tag and everything and the kitty cat took another half an hour. Of course, now you see it all condensed and sped up like a million times, but you get the picture. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you take the challenge to try to make your own shaper form. I mean, it doesn't have to be just circles and squares as a shaker. Yeah, it can be anything. Moons, stars, cars, even cars, letters that have stuff inside that shake, cups, anything at all. Just let your imagination fly and try to make yourself. I'm pretty sure that you'll be surprised by the results. I really enjoyed making the shaker cards. I'm going to stop the series for now, and I'm going to concentrate on other fun stuff that I wanted to learn, like different folding and everything, and probably I will start with my Halloween series soon. So I hope to see you soon with my other videos. Thank you so much for watching. I mean, really thank you a lot. It kind of keeps me going seeing that people watch my videos, and I really hope you watch till the end to see me not being able to resist to add some Winkle Stella on everything, because yeah, that's me. Check out my other videos and have fun making your own shaker cards.